GeezerWoW. She's in Dolinar, as I recall. Oh yeah, she's just on the outside of Darnassus. One of those places. Well, I'm hoping if I go out and engage with some mobs that I can get enough junk to raise my available funding enough to acquire another profession. And I think what I'm looking for now is first aid. I'll do K to remind myself of what I have and what I don't have. I have cooking and fishing, and I do not have first aid. I'll need 95 copper for that, as I recall. And I have 76 copper. I could use some eggs, so I'll get on this, string it out at my level.
Not enough rage.
Oh, I should have, my fingers went, there we go. And work with the dagger. Skilling up the dagger, bleed. And I'm staying way ahead of the owl, so I don't have to worry too much. I'll keep my... And I did get an egg, keeping my rage up. And select it, and I can charge. And now bleed. Here, strike. 2, 2, 2. Don't know if the plucked feather is going to do me any good. Let's see. Not much. Using left and right mouse button. Want to get in range, I press the 3 with my left hand. Bleed. I don't have to worry about the other screecher because it won't aggro. This is an 8 though, so I don't have to worry about myself a little bit. Keep up the bleed, so it was about to expire. And I got 2 ruffle feathers. That's an 8. I'll select it. Don't want to charge yet. I think I'll use up my eating herb. That frees up a bag slot. Move that up there just to keep all the stuff I want to sell near the bottom, just for my convenience. And now it's in range. Bleed. Renew. 34 is high enough so I'm getting some damage. See what the difference is. 1/4 per second as opposed to 2/1 per second, so I should stick with my dagger at this higher skill up. Cracked A. 4 silver there. 4 copper. 82 copper. And I got a bunch of eggs. So back to the road and then back to Darnassus. I think I can go through here. I'll find out. I started with a fan on myself. Turned it off. It may be easier to hear me. Okay, I've renewed. I very quickly used up my very short 200%. I didn't mean to do that. if you press the backslash key on the numeric keyboard, you walk. It's a toggle, so press it again to run. I think I'll swing over here and get my... Well, it doesn't really matter because there are vendors by the...
What brings you here?
By the trainers. Well, I have one silver, which I will squander on first aid. First aid allows me to make bandages. I will start out by making low-level bandages with linen cloth, and it will be one bandage per cloth, which will skill me up very efficiently for a while. Skill ups for all of the professions work sort of the same way. They have things you can make that start out guaranteeing an increase in skill every time you do it, but then they're marked with sort of a red, then they change to yellow, and most of the time they'll do you good, and then they turn brown, and they seldom do you good, but they sometimes do, and then they turn gray, and they never do you any good in skill ups. So now I can train first aid, and along with the initial,
go in peace,
will come the skill to make linen cloth bandages. I'll do a P for the spell book, and in my general I now have first aid, which I'll bring over here, and then all I need to do to access it is to click it from my button bar. Now a bandage will heal 66 seconds over 66 health over 6 seconds. I'm sort of behind because that would be less than half of my entire health. It's it's a little over a third. I'll go ahead and skill it anyway. I'll make all of them. That will move this stack to there. And if I need to empty the linen that I loot from humanoids, I can simply put it, and I can make linen bandages out of them until I fill a stack full of those. And I have the small spider leg, and I have the small egg, and I still want to continue to hoard them because I don't need the food yet, and I want to sort of maintain my 6 slots. So instead, I think I'll stay on the ground. Looks like I can run through the back of this and then go around counterclockwise over the water to get to the bank. Oh goody. I want to get over there to that blue area. I'll do a quick B. Oops, I had it up. Oh, I could have sold that. And I need to finish some of these other things. But there will be another vendor where I'm going. I just happen to know that this blue area is a portal to Root-Thuran village. This is the map. This is the area. Root-Thuran village is not on the map yet. It'll be down here. I can do a num lock, and when I run through this, no matter what angle I enter it, I'll come out square. That works both directions. And it used to be that the first time you visited here, you had to tag in with the Flight Master.
Hello.
And then, in order to go to
May the
Darkshore,
stars guide
you
you.
would have to take that boat, which will leave in a few seconds. But I believe now the Flight Master will connect you from Earthround Village to Alberdine. If the Flight Master hasn't been tagged, there would be an exclamation point. And there isn't any level minimum for tagging a Flight Master, so it's always a gold arrow or
Greetings.
yellow. I need a ride, and the only place I have connections to now
Good
is
luck.
Alberdine. And the reason I want to go here is I know that there is a quest there, and if I have fishing, I can take the quest. And I think I can earn a fishing rod from the quest. Fishing is a useful source of materials for cooking and for foods. The cooked foods include some buff foods. Since I have so little money to begin with, I have really no plans to make a bunch of spice bread. So click, it was holding down the shift key, so I clicked with the shift key down to just clear that slot, make it less. I saw an herb in my mini map. Herbalism is at 20. That means I should be able to get earthroot. And I think I can get the herbs that are underwater. At this level in these places, that's pretty much limited to an herb called strangle kelp, but I don't see it anymore. So I can leap down through here. Oh, there's some strangle kelp. Let's go find out about that. Now underwater, I get a breath bar, which will slowly diminish. Once it's gone, I begin to drown, and I have to get to the surface before I drown. Oh, I have to have an 85 to take this stuff. Never mind. My goodness. Well, now I know. If he's there, the quest giver should be over this log. He is there, but all he
I've the
does
finest wares in the land.
is sell stuff. Yeah.
Safe travels.
Well, I guess I came here too soon. So I'll hearth back to Dolinar and go back to Stardust Village and finish those quests. Starbreeze Village. a level 5 night elf. And another one. One is a druid and one. No, they're both druids. Well, I don't know. Seems sort of busy. This is a Friday afternoon. Level 8 druid. Seems like there might have been a crop of druids. Well, I can skill. Oh, something sparkling. And it doesn't seem to be an herb. It's the last of my fell cones. And there was another one, but it stopped immediately. Level 6. Bleed. Shot. Heroic strike. And I've already used up my tiny little bit of, 2. So I got 66 plus 2 from resting. If the resting bar is gone far enough so I don't use it all up, it doubles. So I should have gotten 132 had I waited longer. But skilling up skinning is useful. Bleed. Whack. 2 again. Loot. Level 13 skinning. And I don't know if these timberlings, well, they'll give me something I can sell anyway. So charge the timberling. 4. 2. 2. There's an ad. Oh, I can use the Alt 5. Then bleeded. And then 2. 2. So this is useful if I have ads. Pardon me. Let's see if I got anything worth anything. Oh! So I should be whacking these for the seeds. That was it. That was what I forgot. Charge. Bleed. Replace the shot. 2. Charge. Alt 5. 4. 2. 2. Nope. 3. Alt 5. 4. 2. 2. 3. 4. Alt 5. Probably should have done Alt 5 immediately. I have a healing potion, that's a good thing. Can collect the Mage Royal. I don't think I'm at 50 yet. No, I'm 20. Leave that alone. So what am I doing down here? I'm still attacking these guys, I guess. Do a 3. Do a 4. Do a 2. Do a 2. 7 of 8. 3. Alt 5. 4. 2. 3. Alt 5. We're just moving the cursor over and clicking it. I'm not bothering to do Alt 2. And nobody else is in range. I'm not quite done collecting these guys. So I just see corpses in front of me. I'll go on the other side of the quest giver because I think they're all over the place. And I'll sadly ignore the mage royal. There's a guy. So with the left and right mouse buttons, I'll get close enough until the 3 turns white. There it is. Bleed. Wait till the rage gets up. 2. Aha! So that should complete that quest.
Ishnu Allah.
I think it's seeds. I haven't found any sprouts. Oh, I get something edible. 10 of them. I'll find out where they go. This looks like a problem. And take a two Darnassus. Well, that's going to cost me another bag slot.
Light your path.
But sure. I can't use a two-handed mace, at least not now. So I'll be selling that. Sell that. Could bank. Oh, since this will heal me, I put it on the button bar. I can use this at any time, including while I'm in combat. I can't use a linen. I can use a linen bandage anytime, even if I am in combat. But if I move or if I'm attacked, it will interrupt the bandaging. Even worse, if I have a damage over time debuff on me, like a spider sting or something, that means that it'll break the bandage and I won't get the full bar's worth of bandaging. So the general rule of thumb is if I'm low on health and out of combat, eat. If I'm low on health in combat and can break from mobs long enough, bandage. If neither of those is true, hit a potion. But since I have herbalism, it seems like I have another way out of that. So go back and see what I left in the bank, as it were. Sure enough, well, that's the Wisp Spirit. Herbalism should give me another healing option. It doesn't so far. Maybe it's a matter of level, or maybe I am wrong and the new release did away with that. It was a sweet characteristic, though. I would miss it sadly if I can't have it. Now, those sprouts. Yeah, Timberling sprouts. Thought I had. Oh yeah, I had 2 of them. I see on the side over here. Need to find 10 more. Since they're in a stack, they don't cost me any bag slots. I don't think. There is an annoying thing for certain quests. You have to get so much of something that it will take up more than 1 bag slot, even if it stacks. And then for certain other quests, they ask for so many little things that they take up several bag slots. We have one of those quests already. Since I'm a 7, well, you'd call it maybe a 7.5 level, what I'd like to do is continue getting XP until I get to the next even number, 8, and then go to a trainer in Darnassus and take care of the bank and take care of the, ooh, what have I got? Eastman. And take care of the trainer. This guy's in my way. I risk having to throw something away. The more sensible people might say, well, what does it matter if you're going to get XP out of it anyway? Possibly something else good. I used a 6. He took a while to die. And 2 copper is better than no copper at all. 3. Use my alt 5. Bleed. I missed. Bleed again. There it got. I have a Timberling Sprout and I have a Peace Bloom. Peace Bloom is nearer to that, so I'll go ahead and do a 3, an alt 5, assuming that he will attack me. Then I'll just keep doing do 2s every time they proc, so that I can.
Inventory is full.
Sure enough, and pants probably are better than. Well, it's 33. Oh, this is tough. 97. I don't want to keep Earthroot. It's an herb. Well, I'll gamble that 33 is less than whatever free plants go for. And I lost my bet. Not only that, they are. I'm going to go ahead and throw away these preemptively. Sum out 34 copper when they're all said and done. So I'll weep bitter tears while I gather some more herbs and work on the Timberling Sprouts. I need 4 more. I think I was heading in a useful direction earlier, so I'll go back in this direction. Oh, there's another Peace Bloom. That may be. Ah, yes. Well, that thing will attack me. So 3. If I have to go through it, I need to kill it, unless it doesn't aggro. But I'll raise my shot again and do a 2. Peace Bloom, Peace Bloom. Oh, and Timberling Sprout. 3. Alt. Ooh. I dillied around too long. Just lost the ability. The 20 seconds was up and I couldn't use that nice whack. 32 damage. That would set him back some.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, here we go again. What did I take that I can throw away? Another Peace Bloom. Oh my goodness. That doesn't even make no, it just happened to be there. Well, I'll have to leave the chain cloak. There's nothing I want to throw away. But I'll see if I can. Maybe I can get 3 more Timberling Sprouts without having to throw away a bunch of stuff. And I've already dallied too long to use the Victory Rush. So select him. I'm within range, so 3. Whack. 4. Shout's still up. 2. Two. Surely I can find 2 more. Well, there's one right there. And I will head back. Oh, there's one up there on the other side of that guy. So I'll do a 3 and a 4. Now, where you put your buttons on your own button bar will become a matter of your own
Inventory is full.
judgments. Now, yeah, same deal. Have to abandon it. 12, 12. So I'm heading the right direction. Yeah, they respawned, and there was another one, and it won't. Can't select it, and I can't even. And the hover is indifferent to it because my quest for gathering that particular thing is over, but they still persist in the world. Sometimes a quest object is only available while you have the quest. Sometimes it's only even visible or exists while you have the quest. Other times it's just some common object. Well, I mean, part of the usual game. You just have to get a bunch of them. There he is. Just checking. I have 13 minutes before I expire.
I am honored.
So, that's cloth. That's mail. I can press the shift key. I don't seem to have anything like that right now. Since I have these, it's going to swap for one of these. Since I'm a warrior, my class can equip mail. Mail typically has better values than leather or cloth, and so I'll tend to choose mail unless I already have something that is pretty good.
Goddess, watch
So
over
that
you.
swapped it, and I think I can free up a bag slot. Yep, because I didn't have anything like that equipped. So, and it's the major oil again. With one bag slot, I think I'll head back to Dolinar. Sounds like I aggroed one of those critters. I used the camera on the left mouse key, steer with my right mouse key. I can look behind me while I'm holding down the W key and I continue to go forward. Oops, I better look where I'm going. And there's a Silverleaf. I'm going to head over there. But all I have following me now is this Night Saber. Bleed it. Do a 2.
Target something first.
Oofta. It didn't have anything to loot, which makes skinning pretty straightforward. And I should pick up a Silverleaf and a Peace Bloom in these directions. I think I see the Silverleaf against the tree. Don't know if I'll aggro the spider or not. If it walks this way, but it's a 5, so I'm not too worried about it. There's a debuff, so I can't bandage even if I broke away, or even after the spider dies. Still can't bandage because the debuff will break the bandage.
I can't carry any more.
Really? Am I full of Silverleaf? Oh, I'll sacrifice the spring water. I have to give up so much. I think I lost track. I think I put away all of the Peace Bloom, all the Silverleaf, and didn't have any stacks of it. So I shouldn't be surprised. I am, but I shouldn't be. That I had to make room. Well, Dolinar is immediately west of me. B to clear that. C better. Now, earlier, I put something in the auction house, and I might have gotten a buyout by now. So I should also check my mailbox when I get up there to a mailbox. And any mailbox in the game works the same as any other. That is to say, you can get your mail no matter which mailbox you tap. That even goes if you're, for some reason, in a horde controlled zone. The mailboxes are all the same. And I did. I got 3 silver, 41 copper. That makes a difference in my life. So let's open up some of these bag slots.
Feel free to browse.
Still don't need repairs. So this is nearly another silver. And the snap spider limb. Should have seen that earlier. Oofta. And that is it. Now it would be nice if I could just put these in the mail. That way I could free some bag slots at the cost of mailing something.
Goddess watch over you.
There is some expense. If you send mail, each item that you put in will require 30 cents. At this level, that's pretty spendy. So I'll grumble about it, but I won't do it. I only have 2 bag slots free. What I need to do is see if I can purchase bag slots, new bags to add to what I have. So I need some general vendor. Nobody here seems to be anything but trainers and specialists in armor and weapons. Anything but. So maybe over here. While I'm at it, I can make sure I don't have any missing food and drink. Priest. Any missing quests. Oops, kind of oversteered that. I was using the A and the W keys together to go sideways, using alternatively or to go up the spiral staircase. And there's a trader.
Can I assist you?
But he does not have any
Darnassus.
bags. She might.
I am listening.
She does. There's an 8 slot that a 23 silver I can't afford. A 4.75 small brown pouch. That is affordable. So I'll buy that. It eats up a lot of my silver, 4.46. But now I can drag it to one of my open container slots. Hoofta. Now I have 8
Farewell.
bag slots instead of 2. So that clearly quadruples my capacity for now. And I can resume this mission to the east, the other direction. Make sure I'm doing this more or less correctly, towards Starbreeze Village. Be sort of cocky, I'll go ahead and skill up and skill up my leathercraft, my skinning. 3. Bleed. Heroic strike. I won't replace the bleed. I think I'll go through this guy. 3. I'll do the Alt 5 quickly enough to do the victory rush. Do the bleed again because it didn't take. Do the 2. Invest what's left in my shot. And I didn't expect that. Oh yes, I remember that Vile Hoof thing. That guy. He's immediately to the north of me. So I should do that turn in. 3, 4, 2. Snack. Turn in the fell comb. I'll get 625 plus a silver 75. 625 should be a pretty good bump. I'm 15% from dinging, from leveling. Well, I'm nearly level just off of that. And he has been turned into a frog. You get another croak every time I click on him. Silverleaf ahead of me. I need to go through him to get there. 3, 4, shot still up. That other spider might aggro. 2, no. Okay. Around the corner. 3, oops. 8, 5. He was too close for me to charge before I aggroed him. 2, 2. And now I'm at an even number and should go back to a trainer. When I hover Silverleaf, it still shows yellow, which means it'll still mainly give me experience when I collect it. But as I slowly rise, that payoff gets increasingly less common. Well, before I go home, I want to finish as an 8. I could hearth out any time back to Dolinar. Well, I aggroed him. I'll go ahead and fight him. He's only a 6. I was saying he's only a 6. When I was a 3, that was a big deal. Actually, I think I stayed in the training zone safely until I was big enough to at least match those mobs. So, humanoids here. Let me see how I'm doing on bag space. Move that out of the way, sort of. Now, if I do a shift B, it'll open all my bags. B just opens the backpack for now. Moving some of these things up out of the way so that I can more easily find what I need to sell on the bottom. Hope to be gathering some of these things more extensively. And with a level 8, I don't necessarily need to buff up, but I think I will anyway. I'm going to eat the spider kebab. That will give me 2 stamina and spirit. So stamina increases my health. It's a 29 now. Spirit is a 22 and speeds up my health regeneration. Now it's 24 spirit and 31 stamina. So that's good. And this guy is a 6. Oh, and there's a silverleaf here. So we'll grab it before we engage these humanoids. And I think I can just go around here counterclockwise and approach the village from this other direction. Okay, what am I looking at? Okay, Starbreeze Village, dead ahead. Well, I see a building. Uh-oh. Got too close to that person. Bleed. Shot. Heroic strike. He's got a bleed on him, so that'll help. Yes. These humanoids run when their health gets too low. And so when their health is getting low, it's good to make sure that they have a bleed on them. Now I have to find something in one of these little houses. Let me just check. Yep, the Emerald Dreamcatcher is here somewhere in Starbreeze Village. So he's going to give me 4. My shout is still up. 2. Renew the bleed. Mark him again. Got him while he was running off. And I think there's already a mob inside. And I'll charge him. I'll victory rush him. Lead him. Heroic strike him. And he runs. But he's still inside, so he's not going to be able to get away. And the sparkles indicate where the Emerald Dreamcatcher is in Talankai's dresser. So how am I doing on bag space? And what did I have? So I have, what I see is what I have, and there are still 4 open slots. I'll bank this apple if I can, but I'll toss it, otherwise it's only 1 penny. Uh-oh. This is a mob I intended to avoid. But I can't, so with the decoration around the shield, it means that they're elite. They tend to be stronger for their level, and they often have special loot. Let's take a look at that special loot. Patchwork pants. They're leather, and they're better than what I've got. And they don't bind to me. Some items are soul-bound, meaning that once they are yours, you can vend them, but you cannot auction them and you cannot give them to other players. You cannot even give them to other players that you have created yourself. And they'll say binds on, and for weapons and armor it's usually binds on equip. What else do I need here? So I have the Emerald Dreamcatcher. And the Timberling Seed is something I have to carry. And Lord Menelaus is a cave and fell rock. That's that it can do. And these are down west of here. And I have to fill the file in Moonwell southeast of Darnassus. Oh, that's a long way from here. And the Relic's Awakening. Oh, that's a tough one. So I'm kind of done here, except for bandages. I can go ahead and create all. That will free up that slot. Linen bandages stack up to 20 per stack, so that works nicely. And it looks like I can hearth back, so I shall do that. And close B. All of these guys have anvils. I'm still not using
What
the
brings
anvil.
you here?
But 2 pennies, 20 pennies, 18 pennies, 37 pennies. After a while, that adds up to real money. And I still have 8 minutes on my buff food.
Good luck, friend.
And now, where are my turn-ins? They're typically in one of these buildings, so if we're in that building. I see one ahead, I think. Maybe not. I'll have to actually read and see. I'm in Dolinar. Maybe this one is down by that other moonwell. Just to make it easier, I'll clear. Oh, I see one right here. It's inside, and it's up. That's what the arrow over the question mark means. So I'll navigate up here. Cross over. Oh, this is where I went all the way up the ramp. This looks familiar. And that's all the further I can go.
I am honored.
Didn't get that one yet.
Darnassus.
But it reminds me of where I need to go if I do get that one. I did get that one. A 410. A bump. Yeah, a little better than 5%. Mystics and find the missing jewel. Where are these mystics? North of Starbreeze. Okay.
Farewell.
So, if I can get down off of here elegantly, that'll kill me. That might not kill me. Kind of painful, but it won't kill me. Where else am I going? Oh, that's the trip to Darnassus. And this is the Darnassus. So I need to go to that cave while I'm still in this area. And there's the cave, I think, off to the north and north-northeast. So I'll go north as soon as I can get around these trees. Don't see any path yet. Someone else, without skinning, has killed Night Saber and looted it. That's always nice. Oh, there's a path under that fallen tree. If this proves too difficult, I might have to get my additional abilities and then try it again. So that means a trip to Darnassus. But I have one turn in I can do. Oh, these things. Bleed it. It's a 6, so it's not as bad as all that. And I don't know if it'll run or not. Oh, it will run. So that's a shadow sprite. So the sprites run. I'll do a 3, 5, 4, 2. Wow. If the last stroke kills them quickly enough, they don't get a chance to run. 3, 5, 4, 2. Well, that's a debuff that's reducing my armor. I have a shield, so apparently I can only go this way for now. And I'm noticing that I came in, on the minimap I came in from the east. Oh, didn't do that in time. And I'm just going to stick to the right wall here for a while. 3, 5, 4, 2. And try to take them relatively quickly. This one will aggro too, I think. 4, 5, 2. Renew my alt 5. Renew my shot. Bleed. Whack. A lot of these little things. Cross the water. Oh, it's hiding around the corner. 4, oh, oops, 5, 2. Nothing I can do about that. 3, alt 5, 4, 2. This is a dark sprite. They may not have. He might have run if he could have. 3. Alt 5. 4. I have some. Do a thunderclap. That killed him, weakened him. 4. Gave me the alt 5. 2. Okay, I'm out of combat. Be nice to get a quick heal, so I'm going to hit the bandage. Hope that my victory rush doesn't expire in the meantime. Oh yeah, well it probably will. And I think I can go continue on the right wall. Do 3. Yep, victory rush expired, but that's okay. 2. Vicious growl. Dodge. He's running, but he's got to bleed. It may not be enough. It's not enough. He'll come back. But he's not in a place where he's... Oh, there's a chest down there. Renew my shot. Check my bags. Got 3. I have to throw stuff away, but chests are always tempting. I'm aggroed this dark sprite. 5 him. Still in time for that. Bleed him. The bleed will take him. That might have used all my slots. It's a 28. This is a 2. We've got that other stuff here. That's 61 over 18 seconds. So I'm going to preemptively toss this cheese. That needs to be down here. I don't have gun yet. That needs to be down here. And I'll probably end up tossing the tough jerky. If I can remember. Well, okay, I had to use the spacebar to hop out of there. See what's around the other way. Did I come from here? Yeah, so now I came from there. Well, I'll charge him. Ooh, no, that's my guy. Well, I'm gonna use the severed voodoo claw. And I'll use that. And I'll use that. Try to get rid of this dark sprite before the object of my quest wanders back. Which he will. In the form of a tiger. And I got Darnassus. So now, which is the easiest way to get out of here? Thinking maybe this direction. That gets me back to where I can turn the way I came in, I think. By now, some of the mobs will have respawned, possibly. But I got in pretty quickly, so maybe not that much. And I remember that I had to go toward the east, that I'd come in from the east. So that's good. And then this little jig here, and deal with him.
Need more rage. Inventory is full.
Bleed him. Now, what did I fail to loot?
I can't carry anymore.
Flimsy chain coat. Well, that's 2 pennies. That's 1 penny. I'll toss the 1 penny and wonder if I get more than 1 penny back. 4 pennies. Yay. And I think I can continue out the opposite way from where I came in. Maybe I'll encounter more herbs this way. Well, I'm pointed toward Duelenari. I'll just go there. Shows me. And the quest giver of the turn-in is way up there. And I remember that because I was there not very long ago with another turn-in. I don't remember which one, but oh yeah, it was the Dreamcatcher. All I need to do now is find, oh, the ramp starts from inside, so that's the way that works. I remember in some of the other Night Elf buildings, the ramp is on the outside. This turns onto an outside ramp. But it isn't an outside ramp. Well, now it is, but it doesn't go all the way to the ground. If I can figure out how to get through a doorway, I'll turn this
What
in.
brings you here?
And Twisted Hatred. And this is cloth, and this is leather, and neither of them are going to help me. So in that case, I'll take the higher level one on, with the idea that it may actually sell for more. And I'll trade that for the head, and for 625, which will be a pretty good bump.
May the stars guide you.
It looks like about 12%. So now, clear my bags. I think I'll just follow the ramp and go back inside. And there are merchants, and I'll clear the bags there.
How may I help?
It's 4 cents. Don't want to sell that. Just to be on the safe side, I like to hover and then press the shift key to make sure that what I am equipped with is better than what I'm about to sell, especially if it's a white and I'm about to sell a gray, or vice versa if it's a gray and well, anyway. Sell that because it's just in the way. Leather, and I have, this is actually slightly better, so I'm going to hold off. Can't use that. That's 28 copper. Okay, I'm going to close this. Open that again. Swap my 22 armor for the 21 armor that I had equipped.
I am listening.
Right click. And now I have things I really want to keep up here. And I could run up the rest of the linen cloth to give me an 8th slot.
Farewell.
So that's my situation. Boing. Yeah. close that. What I want to do now is run back to Darnassus. Well, or at least find my warrior trainer. No, I can't remember where that is. It seemed like there might have been one here. Yep. And there is a warrior quest open. What is that? It doesn't show it. What is she offering? I'll find out.
Hello.
Oh, I know. Since the exclamation point is silver, it means if I gain another level, I have another quest that she will offer. Hamstring is useful because if the enemy is going to run away, that makes them run away slowly. Even with a slower weapon, I can use step into them and finish them off before they get so far as to raise the alarm. And Heroic Strike, this upgrades my Heroic Strike, which is now 15 rage, 11 damage. This still costs 15 rage, but now 21 damage, so I definitely want that. And they're also, ooh, it's costing a lot more now, nearly 2 silver.
Farewell.
I'm sure it's worth it. So, arms, Heroic Strike has this. Yes, in some cases, you keep accruing different levels. And you might want to equip them on multiple levels of an ability on a button bar so that you can be quicker or spend less mana or something. But in other cases, it automatically keeps you with the current level because there isn't any advantage. The cost is the same in this case, for instance. So I have hamstring. I'll move that to a 5. Okay. And Fury did not add anything after Victory Rush. So I have a more powerful Heroic Strike. I have a run to Darnassus for that quest. And I want to go north of Starbreeze for this quest. And if I am going to Darnassus, this quest. Southeast, that Moonwell, this quest, and that really tough quest, which is also on the way to. So it's shaping up to have some pretty hairy quests. I'll go north of the Moonwell, north of Starbreeze Village, and see if I can't finish that quest with the Tourmaline Vial. And unlock just lets me relax and stretch and work my fingers and get them free of the mouse for a while and or the keyboard. As long as I can go back to the mouse or keyboard and keep myself from running into a tree and just flailing around. Or worse, running across an aggro mob and starting to collect a following. Well, this is towards Starbreeze Village. It might be a little premature. As soon as I can, I'll go around this tree in front of me. I may not be able to. Oh yeah, it opens up a little bit anyway. And Night Saber's in my way. Did I select? Yeah, there we go. Charge. Bleed. Now I got the new heroic strike. There we go. Well, I just took him down a little more quickly. Okay. Go over this route. Yeah. Sure. Eventually, I will want to skill up my cooking. I didn't go soon enough to use my victory rush. I can do a 2. Do a 3. Victory rush. 4. 2. Renew my shot. 2 again. Well, skinning is coming along. I have 18. The way skinning works is as you move to higher zones, higher levels of skinning are required to skin what's there. Well, this is the area north. Oh yes, I'm supposed to be looking for particular mobs. Mystics. Should be slaying mystics. There's an Ursa. And we are north. I'll explore closer to the boundary. Oh, further north than I am. There's a mystic. 3, 4. Don't know if he'll run or not. We'll find out. I'll keep the bleed up on him.
I don't have a target.
Didn't need to. I saw a hunter working over here earlier. I know it was a hunter because of the ability that he was using. That mob that's got that bouncy arrow, that's a hunter's mark. It's something a hunter applies. And there's our Night Elf Hunter, Voltron. He seems to have cleared the area out. Not completely. Oh, well, it's too late for him. He'll help me, I guess, but I'm already engaged with him. If he's still around, I'll help him when he respawns. Right now he's getting his quota of mystics, I think. Something I too must do. Get close enough to charge. Bleed. Apply another bleed in case he runs. I don't know if they run or not. So far they haven't run, so I haven't really needed to use the hamstring ability. To renew my shot, that would be useful. So I need 4 more mystics. And they seem to be respawning pretty quickly. See if he's in trouble. He might be. I'm going to charge him. I'll bleed him and whack him. This adds a lot of threat and will draw him away. Because he helped me out. There's another one of those guys. He doesn't need the warrior. I don't either, but I'll take the warrior. The warrior will run, I think, but he's not going to be able to. If I get enough silver to get myself a bow and the ability to use it, I'll have much better ranged attack. Well, I'm still in combat is the reason I'm not charge. I'm not sure what it is. Oops, I didn't get to use the rush. Just whack him. Now I can. I think I'll apply a buff food. Got a lot of rage and took very little. Oh, and somebody buffed me with the Mark of the Wild. Hunter doesn't have that. So it must have been another player. But I have my buff. Oh my. Kind of a fix here. Make sure I kill them. I went ahead and applied there. Both of them are there. So I can apply that. Come on. 4. If I need to, I can hit my minor healing potion. Oops. I don't think I do. Oofta. Still, that was kind of close. I don't have any debuffs, so I'm going to go ahead and bandage up at this point. But I'm out of combat, so I could use one of those forced mushroom caps. And while I'm at it, since I have 10 linen bandages, I'll create them all. That will free up a slot. 34, I have better. 20, I have better. Those aren't worth anything. That goes into the bank. And I'll keep that to toss if I need to. Otherwise, I just have one free slot. And I need 3 more mystics. The way the mechanics work. Oh, and there's a spoon. Oh, I have not put back. Oh, that was stupid. Put back my repair, my food and drink, my innkeeper, my flatmaster, and my mailbox. So I might have been passing these by. Silverleaf and Silverleaf. And a night saber. 3. Bleed. Bleed again because it didn't take. Renew my shot because why not? Select 3. Alt 5. Bleed. Do the 2. Do the 2. So now in my rotation, if the mob may run with low health, I'll work in a 5. And of course, if it's still up, I'll immediately apply the Alt 5 victory rush. 31. Coming right along. I've got 85 or 80 or something to get to strangle kelp in the water. Where am I? I'm sort of heading the right way toward the area where I should be able to find the mystics. That's an Ursa. Charge him. Oops. He was on me before I could react. Shot is still up. Yep, that's it for throwables. I'll have to throw my apple if I get something nice. Lightsabers. That's a level 8 lightsaber. That's kind of a high level around here. Okay, and we decided it was a little bit further north than we thought earlier. And look at that, a lot of mystics sprouting up. 3, 4. I'll just have to suffer this. 2. And 2. Who's next? Ooh, got him again. And he's kind of in the way. I think, oh, I can get to him. Oops, dang. Oh, just barely missed being able to use that ability. I'll still use my 2. I think I'll wait and put up the shot again. I have to get one more. I think I'll have to go through this guy to do it, but I think I can. 3 and 4. Ooh, I forgot that part. Do that part. He will run, so I'll go ahead and answer him. And I'll whack him so he won't come back. Now I've got to close with this guy. And apparently it's the only one. I think the other may have respawned because of the high demand there for a while. The one back here. And I think I might have been in aggro range originally, but I'm not now. So now what's left? On the other side of him, there's a Silverleaf. I'd like to go after it, but I have to go around the tree. My bags are full, and I'd rather not engage. But I could go back to Dolinar, but maybe I can... Ooh. Now, what did I say? Herbalism is 32. I think it has to be like a 50, so I'm going to leave that alone. I've taken several of these, and the more common drops from a mob, since they are more common, I tend to repeat for the same mob. Different ones have different common drops, but they will tend to stack. So I already had a little collars, so the collars would stack.
I need a target.
Wrong button. Silverleaf. Oh no, I got the gather before I aggroed him. Leave him. It doesn't break it, but we punished him for letting them do it too. Well, at least I got some pennies. And I think Major Oil is 50, but I don't know. It's sort of a good way to find out. I can tell from here I don't have whatever it takes. There's Silverleaf beyond it, though, somewhere. But this will tell me what it does take. Yep, 50. Well, quite the spider. Because he's in the way. 4. Do another 4. There we go. Do 3. Oh, 2. And another 2.
Inventory is full.
I can't remember if that's a good thing or bad thing. I know this is 2 cents. Tiger's Eye is something that jewel crafters use, and so I like to try to sell stacks of it. But it's very common, so for 1 cent I'm going to toss it and try this instead. 6 cents. Big victory. Go around. There it is. Oh yes, the jewel is inside this. I don't know if I need an open slot to take it out or not. I'll find out.
I can't carry any more.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll go ahead and hearth back, then take it out after I've sold some of this junk.
Feel free to browse.
And go ahead and sell the apples for now. 66 cents for the collars. 18, 19, 6, 6. Oh yeah, I could have done that and made another slot. But I did not.
Goddess watch over you.
Yay. Now I think she was north of here, but I can't remember. So I'll turn off my Oh, I actually see her north and up. Oh, was that? Oh. Thought the quest giver was a chick. Huh. Might be a dude. Hardly matters. So this is what I was trying to remember earlier, but I was able to find Talon Kai.
I am listening.
Find him straightforwardly. And then I'll complete the quest for 875, which is a pretty decent bump. It should go 15% or so.
Good luck,
It
friend.
did. A little less, maybe 13% left to go before I'm at level 9. And now 12 silver, almost rolling in dough, and 12 silver means 1,200 copper, so 30 copper at a time isn't too awful. Maybe I should arrange things so that I can mail things back to my bank and not be in the way. Something to think about. I have a lot of fighting ahead of me if I'm going to head toward Darnassus. And we've done a lot of fighting today already. So I'll contemplate Darnassus but we've been at it for a while. So I'll gather some more Z experience, and I'll see you all later.